Hello everyone, welcome to Follow Your Heart Intuition Tarot at followyourheartintuition@gmail.com. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius. So Aquarius is an air sign, and this is going to be a reading for the transitioning time from Cancer into Leo season, so July, August. So Aquarius, what is going on for you? I hope you're all doing well. If the title resonates with you, it's a timeless reading in the sense that, and a signless reading in the sense that maybe the title resonates rather than the sign. And it's Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius, as well as Venus, or maybe your North Node is in Aquarius. So let's have a look what's going on for you, Aquarius. Oops, that's strange. Justice and Death, they just fell out, so I'm going to keep them there. So it's definitely also a time of transition for you, Aquarius. Yeah, change, time of change. Time of choices coming out, better for it, mental conflict, the Emperor and the Hermit. I just get this sense that I have this sense that maybe you or someone else is fooling themselves about a relationship that's actually kind of ended. And this is like a lesson. This is like someone who's shown you the way when you didn't know the way. And you were in some ways... I'd nearly say you were kind of just taking a relationship for granted. And by ending this relationship, this person has shown you the way. You had to look at yourself more clearly. And you couldn't, in some ways you couldn't avoid lying to yourself, I guess, with the Seven of Swords. Or to them. It's like you wanted to have one up on them. You pretended, it's a bit like you pretended you had less than you had. You had like a hidden, it's like you had a bank account, but you have a hidden one as well in case something goes wrong, so that you can have a safety net. But in some ways that person, by finishing off this relationship, did you a favor. You're the type of person who gets a lot of support from a type of mother figure, but you're also in conflict with yourself because you want to be the person who is in charge of things, and also you have some form of authority issue. You don't like to be told what's what, but something's happened and you're starting to look more within yourself for answers, and this is really necessary for you, especially as it teaches you to balance the masculine and the feminine within you, rather than looking externally for that sort of balance. The Justice card is also a card of balance, but this is more a relationship ending and working out in the favor of both of you. So yeah, it's like you had to rise up from the struggles, and now in retrospect you still have some mental conflicts, you still have some form of authority issues, but you are looking more at your patterns in order to clarify where you need to change your attitude towards friendship dynamics, I guess. And yeah, you're learning to co-create with spirit rather than compete, and I get the sense that this friendship broke off because you were quite a competitive type of, in a quite a competitive type of dynamic where you wanted to take charge of things in a very sneaky kind of a way. But you've learned a lesson from this, and it activated you to really become more independent and not let your mind rule you so much. Look at the bigger picture. Tune into yourself about what is right, not just for you but others as well. So not so self-centered. I'm going to tune into the Emperor card here. Because I just have a sense that you have some authority issues here. Yeah. It could be that you are a feminine and you have someone around you who's very authoritative, and there's not an even give and take, or you're learning to deal with the masculine energy around you, and for now you're also learning that there is an order to things, that if someone older has a certain amount of wisdom you haven't gained yet, that it's wiser to follow rather than create chaos. I'm going to look into the Seven of Swords card because I just get a sense that you need some clarity on the mindset. Swords are about the mind, and you've got quite a few of them. Justice is the sword, has a sword in it. Mother of Swords. And of course the Seven of Swords. So let's have a look. Yeah. You were asked to go beyond the reference points that you were comfortable with. And you were asked to move on in some ways, and that's been very good for you growth wise actually. Okay, you're trying to be a little bit maybe clever about it. Quite a competitive spirit, because it's like a race. I've got to win, I've got to be right, so watch out for that, Aquarius. Aquarius are a lot in their head, being an air sign, and they do like to be right, for better or worse. So balance is required here for justice. Justice requires balance. Yeah, but there's definitely an end of an era for you. And the focus for you is maybe making yourself a comfortable life somewhere you've moved to or want to move to. And yeah, the focus for you is very much about milk. I call it milk and money in this particular reading, not milk and honey. Milk and money. Things are working out for you. You're learning to look at things in a more clear way. There's some, maybe you have some resistance towards cleaning. Maybe you have some resistance towards learning where you too need to focus on your stuff and not poke your nose so much into someone else's. Good to communicate for you, I would say. It's really important for you to communicate in order to learn, but also have integrity in how you do this. You'd like to get into a relationship, by the way. Okay. And that resonates with exchanging gifts. You're looking for real love around you. And yeah, you've got, even if you've reached the point where the milk and money are flowing, you already have another goalpost to hit, so you're quite driven with making more than what you've got. So balance is the key for you, Aquarius, and clarity as well. So get really, really clear about what is important, not just for yourself, but how it affects the life of others. Yeah, I'm going to read one of the Blessed Be cards. So this is a card, obviously this breakup with this other person in some ways made you aware that you had a really good deal. Somewhere this person was really caring, they cared about you, but you're being too clever for your own good. And also think there's a cautioning about trying to get into a relationship in order to avoid any further growth, emotional growth. So for you, it's really important to go within. And I think this blessed for healing of injury and illness resonates with the Hermit card here. And the balancing out of the masculine and feminine. It's not this constant striving that gets you places, but actually understanding yourself and turning within. So let's have a look here. Blessing for healing of injury or illness. A blessing to bring you all that will restore, revive you in your time of need. So may the bloom of the health blossom upon your pale cheek. May the strength of a great old tree bring beginnings to flow again through your veins. Begin to flow again through your veins. May the cells in your body begin to regenerate and turn over again and again until all that was not well is no longer resident within the holy form of your spirit has taken this lifetime. May the urge to stand again, to laugh and dance, to move and smile in the eyes of strangers be yours, and let the healing come within the breath, so that within every intake something of the great green world and the depth of the ocean frees you from ennui and lassitude. May you begin to rise from your bed refreshed and hopeful, and may the muscles of your body grow firm and long with good use. So may the nurturing time within the cave of healing have brought to you compassion for those who suffer, a deeper understanding of what it is like to be the outsider of a time, and a new appreciation of the perfection of form you have been born into. So definitely changing into, I guess, a better version of yourself, Aquarius. If you are not the same as you were before the time of illness, or let's call it this dispute, let the part of yourself go. Focus now on the new beginning you're becoming and bringing this to birth through the support of your body. Allow any habits of thought or of body that will not support the return to the blessed health leave you, for they are not yours, and you are here to be seen and to be a part of the world. Let yourself make the very most of the blessings of your health and be outside amongst the natural world. Breathe deep of mountain air and sing the song of You're shining blood out into the valley and the meadows. You are as natural as the flower, as strong as the metal beneath the earth, and you will be reborn to yourself. When it comes, be joyful and know this blessing can be worked with and enjoy for all the days of your life to come. Be well, dear soul, and help others to find their health too, by being an example of that shining energy now and always. And I think this has to do with mental health as well. So, Aquarius, yeah, if you are too mentally preoccupied or unaware of other people's emotions and potentially a little bit self-centered, become aware of that too, so that you can heal those aspects. Going within is really good for you, especially seeing you're a communicator. But sometimes going within is like you fully becoming aware of who you are on the inside. So remember, the tortoise, not the rabbit, wins the race. So being slowing down versus winning is maybe something you could tune into, so that your well-being, your mental well-being can heal and be regenerated. And also just respecting certain hierarchies, so that you learn from those who have more wisdom than you. Maybe you're a younger person. Okay, and then look forward into the future, because if you learn to balance, you're in the nature, and yeah, learn from what others have to share with you as well. I think the journey ahead is a really positive one for you. Okay, I hope that reading resonates with you, Aquarius, and if you do want a personal reading, you can email me at followyourheartintuition@gmail.com. Just remember, I never ever would contact you if you're leaving a message or a reading. You are the one to reach out, and the email address is below this particular reading. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.